In the year 1021 AD, the Caliph of Egypt, al-Hakim by Amr al-Zawai, headed out into the night as usual toward Mount al-Muqattam, but this time he never returned. The Caliph vanished, leaving behind nothing but his blood-stained donkey and his torn robes. At that moment, the Fatimid Empire stood on the brink of collapse, and everyone wondered, who would dare to fill this void? From behind the palace curtains, one woman stepped forward. She didn't carry a sword, but she possessed a mind that outweighed an entire nation. She was Set al-Mulk, the princess who faced her brother's madness and orchestrated the greatest conspiracy of the Fatimid era to save Egypt from ruin. Today, we tell the story of the woman who ruled from the shadows. Set al-Mulk was born in Tunisia, but her true legacy was forged here in Cairo. She was the favorite daughter of Caliph al-Aziz Billah. She wasn't just a princess living in luxury, she was her father's companion in the councils of government. She learned politics before she learned palace etiquette, witnessing firsthand how an empire is managed with justice and wisdom. But destiny was hiding a test she could never have imagined. Her father passed away suddenly, and her younger brother, al-Hakim by Amr al-Zawa, ascended the throne while still a child. As the years went by, he began to exhibit bizarre behaviors that shook the foundations of the state. He issued decrees banning women from leaving their homes, forbade the eating of malakia, and ordered the killing of dogs in the streets. Cairo lived in a state of terror and bewilderment. Amidst this chaos, Set al-Mulk remained the only stable mind. She tried to calm her brother, sometimes with advice, other times with warnings, but the caliph's tyranny only grew, eventually reaching the point of threatening his own sister with death. It was then that Set al-Mulk realized silence was no longer an option, and that her brother's life had become a danger to the life of the state. On a mysterious night, the caliph vanished. The strongest historical accounts suggest that Set al-Mulk, fed up with her brother's madness and fearing the loss of her father's kingdom, conspired with the commander Saif al-Din ibn Dawas to eliminate him. With lightning speed and incredible cold-bloodedness, the princess took control of the palace. She kept the news of his disappearance a secret for days, during which she precisely pulled the strings of power. She eliminated anyone who might threaten the throne's stability, installed her young nephew as the new caliph, and declared herself the regent. She wasn't seeking a title, she was seeking survival. As soon as she took power, Set al-Mulk turned the tide. She abolished all the strange laws her brother had enacted. She restored churches and properties to Christians and Jews, and opened the palace treasuries to the poor. Under her reign, the state's prestige returned, markets flourished, and for the first time in years, the people felt safe. She ruled with the mind of a statesman and the heart of a merciful mother, earning her the title, the Noble Lady, al-Sayyida al-Sharifa, from historians. Set al-Mulk passed away in the year 1023, leaving behind a legacy of power and intellect. Perhaps she did get rid of her brother, or perhaps she was simply a victim of harsh circumstances. But what is certain is that this woman was the rock upon which the chaos of that era shattered. Our history is full of great women, but few could rule an empire from behind the scenes with the brilliance of Set al-Mulk. Tell us in the comments, do you think her actions toward her brother were an act of cruelty, or the salvation of an entire nation?